Samuel Jackson and Sibley Riley. This is their story. Washington County, Florida, circa 1865. Early accounts of the Jackson-Riley family starts with Samuel and Sibley, who were both believed to be runaway slaves. The 1885 census listed their ages as 38 and 32 respectively. This would mean their births were before the beginning of the Civil War. Samuel and Sibley were most likely born into slavery. Both men settled in the area between Southern Holmes and Washington County, Florida, the area known as the Valley.
Rhoda was possibly mixed. It was believed she was a mulatto or half-breed, maybe American, Indian, or Caucasian. The 1885 census listed her age as 43. It is believed that Rosa was born a free woman. Her parents purchased their way to the United States. The 1885 census listed her age as 31.
Samuel and Rhoda Jackson raised 8 children: Martha, John, Mary, Henry, Frank, Eugene, James, and Louis.
Sibley and Rosa also raised 8 children: Charlotte, Katie, Mary Effie, Jesse, Joseph, Lee Benjamin, Oliver, and Lena.
So you may ask why the family gives homage to both the Jackson and the Riley name. From these 16 children, a path of merging and divergence started that has forever linked these two families. Instead of 2 separate family trees, it has been said a vine would more accurately represent our lineage. In many instances, the trees cross over, intertwine, and fuse into one. For example, the son of Samuel Jackson, Eugene Jackson, married the oldest daughter of Sibley and Rosa Riley, Charlotte. The grandson of Samuel Jackson and the son of John, Samuel Benjamin Jackson, married the youngest daughter of Sibley and Rosa Riley, Lena.
The son of Sibley and Rosa Riley, Lee Benjamin, married the granddaughter and daughter of Mary Brown, Lola. When Lola died, Lee Benjamin married Lola's sister, Laura.
Many of us fall under both trees, thus the reason for the name Jackson and Riley. Regardless, we are all one family, strong, determined, and united in love. I'd like to take this time to introduce you to the new family crest. The bulls in the crest represent valor, bravery, and generosity. Lady Justice represents fair play, equal treatment, and justice. The arms with hammer represents the determination to forge ahead despite obstacles. The chains of hearts represent the love we have for family and family values.
The color blue signifies strength and loyalty. The color green signifies hope, loyalty, and love. The color purple signifies royalty, justice, and sovereignty. The color gold signifies generosity.
Several of the stories that have been passed down about various family members indicate these attributes, and this crest accurately reflects what the Jackson-Riley family embodies.
Rosa, an educated woman, was a school teacher who groomed her oldest child, Charlotte, to be a teacher. Charlotte taught school at night for about a year until she married Eugene Jackson and began to have children.
Story has it that Frank Jackson, the son of Samuel and Rhoda, remained in the area and married a woman named Susie. They shared a long life of love together. Frank and Susie died within hours of each other. Frank died one evening and Susie died the following morning. It has been stated that Susie always said,
"If anything happens to Jackson,"
how she affectionately referred to Frank,
"I don't want to live."
Frank and Susie were both laid to rest in June of 1956. Eugene, the son of Samuel and Rhoda Jackson, worked the steamboats along the Choctawhatchee and Holmes River. In later years, a steamboat that traveled the area was named Eugene. Eugene was a determined man who defended his kin. The story goes that Eugene was in Apalachicola, Florida, when he received the news that his brother Frank had been arrested for non-payment of an alleged debt. This was a common practice against people of color during this time in U.S. history. Concerned that his brother Frank was sick and possibly mistreated in jail, Eugene walked back to the valley. Eugene went to the jail, broke his brother out, and dared the sheriff to come after him, saying he'll pay the debt when he can. During a pivotal time in the history of the civil rights movement in this country, Wallace Jackson, son of Willie Jackson, grandson of Louis Jackson, and great-grandson of Samuel and Rhoda Jackson, was killed in Natchez, Mississippi in 1967. Wallace was the treasurer of the local chapter of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, or better known as the NAACP. The NAACP was instrumental in the fight for civil rights during this movement. Wallace was one of many blacks who received threats on his job from the Ku Klux Klan, KKK. The Klan, as they were called, was in direct opposition to any changes to the laws and practice of segregation, discrimination, and oppression of blacks. Wallace had been promoted to the job of chemical mixer, a position usually held by whites. Wallace had been warned that there could be retribution for receiving the promotion. Many of the plant employees were either members of the KKK or sympathizers. After Wallace was promoted to the position of chemical mixer, a bomb was planted in his car. The bomb exploded minutes after he left work on February the 27th, 1967. The bomb killed him instantly. Wallace Jackson's name is one of 40 names inscribed on the Civil Rights Memorial in Montgomery, Alabama. I've only mentioned a few. I know there are more stories of strength, determination, bravery, honor, and love demonstrated in our family members that have either been passed down or being created as we speak. Write them down, speak of them, but most importantly,